the stupidest thing in the world, in my opinion, to do that. I think it's pretty near perfect, but trying to dismantle it and do away with it would be a very, very, very bad thing. Here's one more, and we'll move on. At 16, Benjamin Franklin regularly published editorials under the guise of Miss Silence Doggett, a middle-aged widow character he created. Yeah, he created things, and he wrote editorial pieces for somebody else. That's right. He loved to write. Benjamin Franklin was not allowed to write the Declaration of Independence because everyone thought, because he's such a jokester, that he would, as a matter of fact, slip in a joke into the document. But he definitely had a heck of a personality. And he wasn't very good at math. If you're a historian, know anything about Benjamin Franklin, most of his experiments were electricity and relied on trial and error, less on mathematics. And but very, very sharp guy. Charles Krautheimer, is a columnist often seen on Fox News Channel, but I like his columns, and I think he's pretty smart. But he's got this take on Donald Trump, and basically what he's saying about his tweets, his war with the liberal media, is that Donald Trump is, quote, trolling the press. And trolling the press by posting tweets critical of the media. This is conservative commentator Charles Krautheimer, which he said yesterday. He says this is the way in which he conducts himself, in which he stabilizes himself psychologically. I would guess looking for the outside, said Krautheimer, a psychiatrist. Did you know that? He's a psychiatrist as well. He said, it's not the fact that he tweets, for God's sakes. The Pope tweets. There's nothing wrong with tweeting intrusively. He says, I think that he's trolling the press. The CNN bit I found rather amusing. It was meant to drive them crazy, to get an overreaction, to get attention, and to heighten the contradictions, if you want to use the Leninist term, between him and the press, or his adversaries and the press, and solidify his base. So there is some strategy here. Not much. The rest is psychological need, and who knows, perhaps this is the therapy for him. I'm really glad that we have a psychiatrist and a really great columnist, a syndicated columnist, Charles Krautheimer, say these things, because I just want to think that I was the only one pontificating these beautiful things, nor anybody that might be one of these Trump supporters actually just, standing by his guy, no matter if he's crash or burning or whatever it is. A connection to the outside? Yeah. The White House, you can talk to most ex-presidents when they get interviewed, can be sort of a lonely place. Even though you're surrounded with a bunch of people, you still don't have that normacy, whatever that was, before you actually took residence into the White House. But I knew there was a strategy. And folks, there's always, most cases, a strategy to the tweeting, because he knows what he's going to get. This wasn't an individual that I said yesterday, if you listened to yesterday's For the People. And by the way, just FYI, if you miss a For the People broadcast, you've missed a lot. The nice thing is you can catch up on the podcast online at forthepeopleshow.com. Just saying. But it was a logo that he was body slamming. That's all it was. It was just a logo of CNN's, basically depicting tongue-in-cheek the back and forth between, but Trump won. And Trump has been winning all along. And so when we sing America, Make America Great, or where Donald Trump says Make America Great, isn't that what we all want this 4th of July? Don't we want America to be great? Whether you're a Democrat, a liberal, independent, no party, no religion, whatever you might or not be. But you want a better country. You want a great country. You want a safe country. You want a tolerant country, a loving country. We can have all of these things, but we collectively have to work together to do that. It's up to all of us individually to do this and to make America great in our own sphere of influence. No matter if you're a mechanic, you're a glorified phone girl that answers the phone, but you know you do much more than that, or things like that. But you are a great American. You make the world a much better place. Your smile lights up a room. You're a beautiful person. And you need to realize how important you are individually. And your influence matters a great deal. A great deal. So celebrate America. Celebrate yourself individually, collectively. You need to do that. And ask yourself, what can I do this July 4th to make my world a better place? My community, right on my block, a better place. I love when neighborhoods put together block parties. And if you're in the neighborhood, you stop by and have a beer, have bratwurst, have a burger, have a hot dog. See, that's real America, folks. A lot of Americans don't even know their neighbors. They don't even care to know their neighbors. And to me, I want to know who's living next to me. Because if my place is on fire, I would love for them to try to extinguish it, or at least call 911. Or maybe you get hurt, and they actually don't just, pretend I didn't even see you because you're such an idiot. Folks, I believe in being our brother's keeper, but more importantly, besides that, and to me that's important, is paying it forward. For the future generations, the next generations, it's a good, right thing to do. And I believe our founding fathers, though they weren't perfect, I think a lot of them were just in purpose. I don't know if they could ever imagine how important they really are to history, because history measures long after their passing. But I believe their flaws and all were divine in nature, inspired. A lot of these founding fathers were Christians, Catholics. They prayed before session. They prayed before doing anything, really. And they did it with purpose. They did it with intent. And imagine if we were more purposeful in what we did. Imagine if our Congress did more of those particular things and prayed and asked for a higher power and divine, because we don't have all the answers. We certainly don't. And with all the problems that we have, all the universities, all the teachings, all the things that go on in our world, you would think that we'd be able to have more answers to these problems that we have. Look at North Korea, look at Iran, look at Syria, all these problems. And with all the knowledge and all the things that we can do, we still have these particular threats that we have. To me, a prayer for America today more than ever, my friends. And a prayer for your family today on this 4th of July. Have a safe one. Oh, wait a second. I need to turn something here on the grill. We'll be back with more For the People right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. For the people. For the people. For the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it. Don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on, to trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Some things in life need a little attention. Like a plant. If not watered, it begins to turn brown. But if watered properly, its leaves turn green again. Like a plant, For the People needs watering too. Your thoughtfulness provides sustainability for us to grow and reach our full potential. You see, For the People depends on you to broadcast this program to help inform and educate folks so you can make a difference right where you are. Grab your watering can and join us as we endeavor to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. To donate, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just look for the watering can and water as much as you can. At For the People, our garden is full of opportunities, and planting something allows others to enjoy the benefits. At For the People, our mission is simple. Give you the news that matters with good old-fashioned common sense, mixed with a conservative point of view. Simply log on to our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thanks for your support. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Live on the 4th of July. I can't stand being away from you. Keith Allen. I know I'm sick, but hey, I love America. And, live radio is so much better than pre-taping. I always feared weirded out. Why am I pre-taping? There's people out here, when I know I'm on the microphone, I'm just a whole lot better. And, hey, I'm playing a little music today. So I hope you're kind of liking that whole thing. The Star Spangled Banner.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. On the shore dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes. What is that which the breeze on the towering steep
as it feels